All right, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna look for Cindy and maybe Phil, see if we can ask them a few questions about their BC to DC ride, see if we can get some information.
You know, I always got to pull cops along with me, so that's why she's back there. I'll just,
There she goes.
Don't you spill that beer.
All right, what's up, everybody? Like I said before, we're going to be sitting down talking to some people throughout the rally, and this one I've been waiting to talk to since the Georgia rally, maybe Florida rally, and it's just been hectic. But now I got Cindy and Phil here, and we're going to talk about their ride from British Columbia to Washington D.C. So we're just going to do a couple quick questions, and then we'll give you the website, and you can check out all the other stuff and anything else that you want to donate and help raise some funds for. All right, so here we go. We got Cindy over here, we got Phil over here, and Cindy is from the Honor Flag Network. The Honor Network. Right? And Phil is apparently more than good looks for grand design.
More than just eye candy.
More than just eye candy, and is the other half of the wonderful Tanya Devereaux over there. So this is that's the yin and that's the yang over here.
Many things in my life.
But the yin and the yang. So one of you, give me a quick overview of what the BC to DC ride was and what did it benefit, help, go for, why did you do it?
So we rode our bicycles from the Peace Arch border crossing in Canada. It was supposed to be our starting kickoff. The Canadian border was closed, and so we actually went to the Peace Arch Park in Blaine, Washington, and started out on June 22nd. 41 days later, we made it into Washington, D.C. We ended at the National Law Enforcement Officers Memorial, and the reason for the ride was to raise awareness and money for 4 different charities, being Concerns of Police Survivors, the National Fallen Firefighters Foundation, the Honor Network, and the Crohn's and Colitis Foundation.
How far have you ridden on a bike prior to this?
And not over 3,000 miles.
Phil, how long have you ridden?
80 was the longest I ever rode, and I was 16 at the time, raising funds for juvenile diabetes. We had a bike-a-thon.
Awesome. But
it was fun.
More for fundraisers.
It was fun.
All right, so on that note, how far did you ride? So you said it was 41 days?
Yep.
41 days, how far was it?
It was a little over 3,000 miles.
3,000 miles.
And we divided it up, so the first few weeks we were riding together.
Okay.
And we found out that we could cover more ground and get the miles in. We needed to stay on schedule because Tanya and I had rallies to do, as well as Cindy.
That's right.
She comes
Yep.
to our rallies.
Yep.
And so we had to stay on a schedule. So
Cool.
I would ride from point A to point B. Cindy would take point B to where we were stopping for the evening. And then Chris and Tanya, our support crew, was between us.
Cool.
Giving us what we needed to survive the ride.
Cool. And yeah, if you're not aware, guys, they did not just go out and bike pack this thing. They actually had a support crew. You guys brought your gigantic,
We brought the Sterling
the
truck.
big white Sterling truck over there,
And Grand Design RV, they loaned us a 23G Momentum, which was awesome.
Yep.
So we had all 4 of us and 4 dogs in that unit. It was like 27 feet,
27
but
feet long.
you know what? We made it. It was perfect. We were able to all travel together. You know, that way we could, Tanya and Chris could take turns, you know, driving, and if one of them wasn't feeling very well, we could still keep moving.
Yep. And the cool thing is, you said they lent you a Momentum. You and Chris live in a Momentum.
That's correct.
You guys have the Honor Flag
Much
Momentum.
bigger than a 27-foot.
Much bigger. And then Tanya, you and Phil have a Solitude.
I am Phil.
You and Tanya.
Yep. We have a 375 Solitude.
Oh, 3,000 miles.
Yep.
41 days. Give me your highlight first. What was the cool part about it? What was an experience? I know we went on the ice cream ride together, and I know Cindy and I were bringing up the caboose on the ice cream ride, but we talked about a couple things. But give me a couple of cool experiences that were there.
Just the overall ride, you know, for us, because we're always traveling, it's always going from one destination to the next with a mission at the end of that.
Yeah.
And so to get off the main roads, get off the interstates, and get on the back roads and the small towns we went through, the patriotic communities, visiting with people from these small towns, that was probably the overall highlight. You know, and obviously the reason that we were riding, but that was probably the most incredible.
from my point of view, look, when you guys stopped somewhere and you guys went to a police station, you guys went to fire stations, and they were just so stoked on you guys doing what you were doing and just the cause in general. You guys definitely had support in the community.
Oh, we had support everywhere we went.
It was insane.
With open arms, and it was amazing.
Yeah, I know the footage and the pictures of what we got on Facebook, and I did not do it justice at all. All right, Phil, give me a highlight, man.
The highlight was stopping and meeting people, presenting the flag to different departments and veterans that have served, that are serving in another capacity now, mainly because they were all retired from the military, and now they're serving as firefighters and police officers.
That's cool.
It's a second career for so many of them.
That's cool. Yeah,
yeah, that was a highlight.
All right, give me a tough part. Give me a low light. Give me the
the C&O Canal.
Okay. I remember we talked about that.
That was probably the most challenging. You know, we rode the Gap Trail from Pittsburgh to Cumberland, Maryland. That was an incredible trail, 100% maintained by volunteers. The C&O Canal path, that was more challenging for us. You know, our bikes weren't set up for mountain biking, and really, because I've done both road biking and mountain biking, and that was more of a mountain biking day. So we were pretty tore up by the end of that day. And
for someone that doesn't know geographically, where is the C&O Canal?
It runs from Cumberland, Maryland to Washington D.C.
Okay.
It's the old Chesapeake and Ohio Canal.
Ah, cool. Very cool. Phil, give me a oh wow moment. Give me a low light. Give me a oh geez.
The heat was the biggest challenge.
Ah, good
I think
call.
more than the mountains, it was the heat.
Really?
Because we had both.
Nice.
And the bad moment was the crash in Fort Wayne, Indiana.
You crashed?
I crashed.
Okay,
already,
let's get the details on the crash.
It was a shady trail, asphalt trail along the Momi River, I believe it is. And there's just a thin sheen of mud that you can't see on the trail, and it never dries out down there. And I slipped one time, I slowed down, and then I got cocky. I went from 16 to 0 pretty darn quick.
Was he really trying to skid out and do donuts? Really?
No, I don't think he was. I don't think that was a jealous moment or a power ring moment.
No.
So, but Phil did get a bath outside that night.
Yeah.
So
I know when we talked about it, we were actually going for ice cream. And rumor is you like to eat a lot of ice cream on the trip.
I like to eat a lot of ice cream anytime.
Anytime. Riding a bike, riding across country or not.
That's right.
Awesome. Cool. So after the end of 3,000 plus miles, you raised money for the 4 charities. What was the end result? What was the awesomeness that you guys accomplished?
Right. So we're at the national rally right now for Grand Design RV.
Yep.
And before this rally, we were at $43,000.
Wow.
And I'm pretty confident we are probably at least another, probably closer to 50,000, hopefully. By the time this rally's over, and whatever money we end up with, you know, there are a lot of people that have approached us and they want to continue to support BC2DC to the end of the year. So we're going to take donations in until December, and then we're going to close out the year, close out taxes, and whatever money we have, it's going to be split equally between the 4 organizations.
That's awesome.
That's
super.
100% of it. None of the donations that have come in for BC2DC have went to purchase anything for the bike ride. 100% is just going to the organizations.
Got it. And I know, like we just talked, the website is over with that, but you could still support the Honor Flag Network. What is the website for the Honor Flag Network?
USHF.net.
USHF.net, and you could support the Honor Flag Network. Give us a quick overview of the Honor Flag Network, of what it is, what it does, and whatnot.
Right. So the U.S. Honor Flag is a single American flag that travels the country to honor military and first responders. So most of our time is spent honoring those that are killed in action and killed in the line of duty. And
it doesn't just limit to firefighters and first responders and or police or military. I know at the last rally we talked about it would be astronauts.
Yep, the flag was up on the last space shuttle mission in 2011.
Yep.
And that's why we've got the image on the side of the coach there.
Which is so cool. I mean, to me, it's like so cool with those astronauts going to space. I mean, that's just like goosebumps as well as everything else. And guys, if you don't know about the Honor Flag, go to the website, watch the presentation, and if it doesn't hit you, it doesn't hit your soul, you got to wake up. It is super awesome. It is a great cause, and there's just so much pride, so much meaning, and what the meaning behind the Honor Flag and what it represents is just second to none on this planet, guys. So Phil, Cindy, thanks for your time. We are gonna go back to rally action and continue this wonderful weekend.
For a grand time.
Thank you.
Thanks,
For
Scott.
a grand
Appreciate it.
time. Thanks, guys. We'll talk to you later.
They've been signed by Don Clark up here, Jerry McCarthy over here, Ray Clark, J.D. Adams, Emily Staley. Awesome shirts, guys.